It has been a year since the first COVID-19 case in Oregon, and it's almost been a year since the stay-at-home order went into effect, which really changed the way that we lived our lives.
That's right. But what has that done to teenagers' mental health? On Teen Mental Wellness Day, we want to show that we're all better together. Fox 12's Drew Marine sat down with a middle schooler to talk about the toll this last year has taken on her.
And Drew, you also spoke with a psychologist who's offering up some advice.
Right. I spoke with Dr. Robin Henderson at Providence, who says it's easy to feel like you're struggling during the pandemic, and that's completely normal. But it's important to remember that you can't be too hard on yourself.
Because when you're on Zoom, it just feels like you're living the same day over and over and over again.
That's what the last year has felt like for 13-year-old Maddie Dale, logging on Zoom every morning, only connecting with teachers and friends through a screen.
I would love to sugarcoat it and be like, well, it's really not that bad, but it's really not great. I'd never really expected that we would actually be online for so long.
Eventually, she says this monotony took a serious toll on her mental health.
Being exhausted, even though I just sat at my desk all day or sat in the kitchen all day or just did pretty much nothing, but I would just be so tired that I had no motivation to do anything, barely even to go to my dance classes.
And she's not the only teen to feel this way during the pandemic. Dr. Robin Henderson, the chief executive of behavioral health at Providence, says young people 12 to 20 years old are actually a group she's most worried about.
That's a very, very, very social, engaging time where you're really supposed to be pulling away from your family and your parents and developing new relationships, and you're not able to do that.
Going forward, Henderson says she thinks the disruptions from the pandemic will have lasting impacts on how this age group creates new relationships.
Is it okay to go over to somebody else's house? How do you go on a date? What's the protocol to let you into my bubble?
If you find you're struggling, Henderson says the most important thing you can do is go easy on yourself, while also taking the time to take care of yourself.
You don't have to be the perfect student. Some days it just is too much to get up and get on a Zoom call. I know I have those days. And having the grace to say it's okay. Maybe you do need to take a break from school or even change schools. Make sure you eat healthy, drink lots of water, get good sleep, and exercise.
Luckily, Maddie was able to switch to a private school that offers in-person learning. She says she's already feeling much better being able to socialize with new friends.
I feel so much better. I'm just so excited to wake up every morning and live a different day.
If you are a teen struggling with these feelings, you can always text or call Youthline. We'll have their contact information on our website, pptv.com, under our Better Together section. Live in Southeast Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.